Welcome back to the Cherish Ball League. What week is this? Oh, I'm really bad at this. It's week 5. And this week, Commander and Conquer is taking on MysticMew, coach of the Sydney Sylveons. Of course, you can see their team on the screen. Uh, some pretty decently strong Pokemon. Um, but a lot of it requires some more utility that Mew has mostly been using that Dusclops for, so as long as we keep that in mind, we should be fine going into this game. And speaking of, let's get right into the team. So first off, to deal with that major threat of Lilligant as well as hit Glastrier and Lucario, we have our Ethel, the Ceruledge, with an Assault Vest this week with Weak Armor, with Bitter Blade, Poltergeist, Clear Smog, and Close Combat. We are able to fight most variants of Lilligant one-on-one, unless there's just a Terra I'm not thinking of. I think Terra Rock we can, or yeah, Terra Rock we can beat one-on-one. Water we should live, and then hopefully kill with Poltergeist. Ghost, same thing. As long as if it gets boost, we might be in trouble, but I just gotta not let it get boosts. Uh, Bitterblade, of course, lets us hit Glastrier as well as Lilligant pre-Terra. Now, it's definitely going to Terra in front of us if it decides to stay in at all. Poltergeist, solid damage move. Clear Smog lets us, after living the attack, we will be able to clear off the Quiver Dances, if it has any. And then Close Combat will just let us punch other things. And I don't really need Shadow Sneak. It lets us hit Crawdon. I needed a fourth move. Shadow Sneak didn't mean anything. It lets me hit Crawdon with CC. Awesome, cool. Next up we have Jormungandr, our Steelix, with a leftovers rocking Terra Flying this week with Rock Head, Head Smash, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, and Roar. We are running just enough attack EVs to where Head Smash is able to one-shot a bulky Talonflame. Earthquake's just there for solid damage against most of Mew's team. Stealth Rock and Roar, of course, it's just hazards and take more hazards damage. Terra Flying, there aren't really... Every Terra for Steelix this week has a problem. Terra Flying will allow us to most easily avoid some of the more common weaknesses. Well, hopefully we deal with that Ampharos beforehand. This lets us beat Lucario. Losing our water weakness should allow us to beat Crawdont, although we don't two-hit it, or we don't easily win still, but you know, that it's that. Gets rid of our fire weakness so we can live the Flare Blitz before we destroy a Talonflame. Lets us beat Lilligant in a one-on-one most of the time, or just roar it out. Yeah. Other than that, attack EVs, we are just pure physical bulk to try to take on that Glastrier and Talonflame, and I mean, Lucario as well. And that's Jormungandr. And then we have Beacon, our Kilowattrel, with heavy-duty boots this week, rocking Terra Water with Volt Absorb, Terra Blast, Air Slash, Volt Switch, and Thunderbolt. Volt Absorb with Terra Water means we are only weak to Grass, and Mew's only Grass type is Lilligant, which doesn't really want to stay in on us because of Air Slash, and we have enough checks for Lilligant that if we can deal with that Pokemon, there is no real answer to Kilowattrel. Clodsire could be Water Absorb, and it might beat us one-on-one, but even if it's not Water Absorb, it's not really going to take much damage, so it will probably still beat us one-on-one if it's unaware. But Terra Water will also allow us to hit that Iron Boulder, as well as any like Terra Fire Glastrier, Terra Ground Glastrier, any of that. Volt Switch Thunderbolt, of course, is just solid damage. I was thinking Terra Fairy to perhaps beat that Ampharos, but I don't really like Fairy into Mew's team. So there's that. And yeah, it's Kilowattrel. It's a Kilowattrel. What else does this thing do? And next we have Hydrapple, or Phil, our Hydrapple, rocking a Rocky helmet this week with Regenerator, Fickle Beam, Giga Drain, Earth Power, and Recover. We needed a more solid answer to Crawdon if it gets up a decent chunk of boosts. Rocky Helmet, of course, allows us to deal some chip to it before we kill it with Giga Drain. We also beat non-Ice Punch Lucario, or non-Ice Punch physical Lucario because of Rocky Helmet, because we can just Earth Power it. Our typing allows us to deal with a decent chunk of Lilligant sets, obviously barring Terra or like Pollen Puff. If we're unlucky, this will just get Glastriered, honestly. I don't have a great switch into Glastrier, so this would probably be the #1 thing to die. But that's fine. It's max Fizz Bulk. It's almost exclusively meant for Crawdon. I'm scared of that Pokemon. And next up we have Nino, our Gardevoir, rocking a Citrus Berry this week with Trace, Alluring Voice, Psyshock, Heal Bell, and Healing Wish. Just a general, more support Gardevoir. Alluring Voice and Psyshock is obviously there to hit what it hits, but I want Heal Bell just in case that Clodsire has a lot of Toxic, or if they decide to spread Paralysis and Sleep with the combination of Lilligant and Ampharos, I want to be able to Heal Bell that off. And of course Healing Wish into either our Absol or our Ceruledge, just to get them back to full health where necessary. Citrus Berry is just Citrus Berry. Trace, adaptability from Crawdon is really the only one that I would be very happy to get. And then ending off the squad this week, we have Acheron, our Mega Absol. I don't care about its base ability being justified this week. There are not many knockoff Pokemon on Mew's team, so I'm not really worried about that. Of course, we ourselves have knockoff with Close Combat, Psycho Cut, and Sucker Punch. Just a general damage-dealing set that's able to hit most of their team, super effective. Psycho Cut is our only real answer on this team to a Water Absorb Clodsire. If it's physically bulky, Earthquake from Steelix can still two-shot, but we will most likely lose if we've already burnt our Terra on Kilowattrel. CC allows us to hit Glastrier, Sucker Punch obviously for any setup Iron Boulder. Knockoff will help us get rid of that Eviolite on Dusclops if they actually are running Eviolite. They have not before, but maybe this time they will. And of course, Sucker Punch as well as the Iron Boulder will also let us hit a Lilligant if it is able to set up. And that is it for our team this week. Let's get right into the battle. I think I'm good. There's no Talonflame, so Head Smash is a bit of a wasted slot here, but that's fine. But it's Terra Bug on that Glastrier, so actually it's pretty good. Terra Rock on Lilligant, meaning it can't really hit my Hydrapple, but I can't hit it. It can just Earth Power it. I kind of just want to lead Hydrapple. Hydrapple beats all of his Pokemon with Glastrier immediately. But so does Acheron. I'm just going to lead Acheron. If this is Focus Blast, I might just die here. Actually, Details just kills me. Thunderbolt has a solid chance too. And I don't kill it with anything. How much does it do to my Ceruledge? Nothing does half. So I kind of just want to go Ceruledge immediately. I'll just go Gardevoir. That way I threaten it. Goes for a Signal Beam. Okay, so it is Signal Beam. Picked one for Signal Beam and not Focus Blast means it doesn't have Signal. That means it doesn't have Signal Blast. I'm gonna go Steelix. I should be free to just get up my rocks here. There's no way it has Focus Blast and Signal Beam. He goes Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt doesn't get any Ice type moves, I don't think. Should have looked at this beforehand. Do you get any Ice moves? Gets Avalanche. I think I'm going to just go Fill on this thing. True, that isn't a Sylveon. My bad. I didn't see its name. I could definitely beat this or just sit in front of this and roar if I wanted to, but I don't want to take 90% from a Crab Hammer. So I'm just gonna go Hydrapple. Goes for the knock. That does a lot. That was a crit. So I actually should be good to just hit Recover here. In fact, I no longer have my item, which sucks, but it isn't really necessary. Noctis 37, I'm good to just Giga Drain. He might go for another, might get greedy thinking I'll switch out, but I'm just gonna go for Giga. He might go Lilligant here. I live anything it does. There's the CC, I live that, and now it dies to Giga. Now, my Absol is not Mega, so I do not just get to come in on Dusclops for free here. This could be the one time he actually runs Eviolite on that thing. If he doesn't go Ampharos... Okay, he goes Lilligant. There's no Sun Up, and it's Terra Rock. So how much does Lilligant do with a +1 Giga? +1 Giga can kill. So I kind of just want to stay in here and try to hit it. Because there's no Sun, so it can't really hit me. We can Pollen Puff. If it Pollen Puffs, that's fine. I don't need this puff. Okay, I'll learn the waste, that's fine. Reveals its Life Orb. I'm going to go my Ethel here. And just hit. Well, it is Terra Rock. I probably should have looked at this beforehand. I'm Assault Vest, so Terra Rock, Terra Blast shouldn't kill me. Oh, it actually has a very solid chance to. Actually, that's a +1. With no boost, Terra Blast never kills me. I'm just gonna go for a Poltergeist. This kills. He sends in Boulder. It is speed. Jormungandr, how much does CC do if he decides to be a baller? +2 close combat doesn't even kill Jormungandr, so I'm just gonna go hard Jormungandr here. In case he decides to... If he Swords Dances, he Swords Dances. If he doesn't, I should live 2 CCs. I do live 2 CCs. Does Earthquake kill? Can't do 88. I'd be better to just roar. Sacred Sword, I eat that. And no more booster on that thing. Now this revealed it couldn't hurt me before, so I'm just going to fire off Earthquake here. Does Absol do... How much does Absol do to this thing with Knock? Like, am I good to just send in Absol once this goes down? Knock does 32... So it's... me not killing is way more likely than me... Or me killing is way more likely than me not killing. So I am tempted to just let it happen. Yeah. If I die, I die. I'm just gonna throw off an Earthquake. He might overpredict. But I don't need Gormagander anymore. Absol can clean up this game. Oh, and I get free damage on Dust Clubs from it. Awesome. I'm just going to roar here. I'm gonna Earthquake. He's most likely going to Trick Room or Willow or... No, Roar's better. Just Roar this better. He used his Terra, so he can't Terra his Glass Rear. Not that it would save him from Head Smash anyway. It could get burned here, but that's fine. Could have sent in Ethel to catch that, but that's whatever. Ampharos, now it's knockoff range. I am free to just let Jormungandr die here. Send in Absol and just click knockoff. He gives me Ampharos. He might go Glass here. CC does kill me. CC doesn't kill it. He goes Boulder. Just gonna Sucker Punch here. I'm just gonna Sucker Punch as many times as I need to because I know Sucker Punch kills. Yeah, Sucker Punch kills, so I'm just gonna Sucker Punch. He gives me Boulder. Glass comes in. That's 76. So actually, Glass Trier. So if this is like a bulky one, CC still doesn't kill, no. I'm just gonna go Ethel. If he kills it, it kills it. He goes for the body press, he's not CC. Okay. And I am free to just throw out a Bitter Blade here. Goes for the high horsepower. That's fine. This is knockoff range. It's actually not knockoff range. He is bulky. Okay, that's fine. Beacon can win this. Just Thunderbolt here, no need to risk anything. If this is Pain Split, I might actually lose here, genuinely. Do I get the para? Does he Pain Split? He hexes. Okay. He actually just gives me this Pokemon. Okay. Not the worst win of the week of the league, actually, which is, I mean, hey, GG's from Mew. Pulled out some Pokemon I wasn't ready for. But hey, still a 2-0. We still won. Poggies. I will see you all next week after this important message. Hit the sad music. this week we are making some transactions. 07's in the chat for our first begotten soldier, Big the Slowbro. He did a wonderful job, but if anyone remembers, or if you might remember rather, at the start of the season, I said the water regenerator Pokemon I was actually targeting were either Slowking or Alomomola, and Alomomola was recently dropped, so we will be having Alomomola added to the team. And in remembrance of Big the Slowbro's sacrifice, Alomomola shall be titled Froggy for the remainder of the season. But Slowbro's not the only one that we have left behind. Also leaving the team will be Akuma, our Turtonator. Less appearances than Slowbro. Showed up once, but when he showed up, by golly, he did his thing. So replacing Akuma will be Sephiroth the Claydol. Don't ask about the name. It's very silly if you get the reference. It's not to Final Fantasy. And that will be our drops and our transactions going into week 6. Again, 07's in chat for our lost combatants, but open arms for our new guys. I will see y'all next week.